Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how I make my creamy and delicious slow cooker beans. For this recipe, I'm using 2 pounds of red kidney beans, and I like red kidney beans because this is what I grew up eating. And they also have another red beans that you can buy, and I think it says small red beans, but I prefer this one. As always, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. And be sure to click the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. I don't know about you, but I always sort through my beans before I cook it. There's always some rocks in there, or old beans, or half a beans, so I always take those out. I have to say this one was pretty clean. I barely found anything in there that I didn't want. Now I'm going to wash this or rinse it, however you say it, but I'm just going to do that 2 times. So do you guys wash your beans or rinse your beans, or is that just a culture thing? I know I've seen some people, they just open the package and put it straight in the pot. But I know growing up we've always washed our beans, and I guess too, like a lot of the beans, they weren't that clean. There's always rocks in there or some old beans or something, so you have to wash it. And the water is dirty when you wash it. My hubby always jokes and say he knows that when he eats something from me, it's really clean because I'm always washing everything. Okay, now I'm just going to put this in my crock pot or slow cooker. As you can see, the sleeve from my crock pot is really stained up and dirty. Well, not dirty, but it's really stained. Do you guys know how to clean that? I don't know how to clean it, and I would love to know. Okay, now I'm putting in 14 cups of water total. And I know that seems like a lot of water, and it is. But this is a lot of beans, and I'm cooking it for a long time. I'm covering this, and I'm going to put this on high to cook. I always just like to turn that on and then get the other stuff ready. So here I'm cutting up 1 large onion, but I'm only using half of this onion, and I'm going to measure it out for you. I don't usually measure my onion, but I'm measuring out for you, so just so you can see how much I'm using. I'm not really cutting it too small, I'm just roughly chopping it because I'm going to fry it up and put it in the beans to cook, and this will be cooking all day, so it will just melt up in the beans. So here I am measuring it for you guys so you can see that I'm using 1 cup total. You're also going to need 3 cloves of garlic, and the way I like to peel my garlic is just to use my knife and smash down on the garlic, and the peel just comes right off. I'm just going to finely chop these. So every time my cousins and I get together, they always want me to cook beans because they feel like I make the nicest beans. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't put anything in the beans. It's just really simple. But they say it's simple and it's so good, and that's their number one request, fried jack and beans. So that's my job when we're getting together. I'm always cooking the beans. So to my pan set over medium heat, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of canola oil, and this measuring spoon is a 2 tablespoon measure. If you want to, you can use vegetable oil, olive oil, coconut oil. You can use whichever oil you want to in your beans. After the oil is nice and heated, I'm adding the onion, and I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so, or just until it starts to get brown. If you haven't been following me on Instagram yet, you can do so at Cooking with Shirani. I'm always sharing stuff in my stories over there, so come follow me. You just want to make sure you go in there and stir it in between. Now that it's starting to get brown, I'm going to add the garlic, and I'm going to let this cook for 1 to 2 minutes. You just don't want your garlic to burn, and you have to keep stirring it because it will brown up really fast. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to put this in a pot with the beans. I like to put this in early because I want it to cook all day and just melt in the beans. So by the time this beans is finished, you're not even going to know there's onion and garlic in it. It's gonna be all melted. And I'm also going to salt it at this point, and I'm adding 1 tablespoon of salt. And this might look like a lot of salt to you, but this is a lot of beans, so you need the salt. Give that a really good stir, then cover it, and you're going to cook this for 8 hours. That's how long I like to cook my beans. I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like after 4 hours. As you can see on the bottom, it's after 4 hours, so this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to stir it so you can see. I always like to go in there and give it a good stir in the halfway point, and then just use the back of the spoon to mash it just to see, how soft it is. Okay, so right before the last hour is up, that's when I like to go in there and mash the beans. I just stir it with my spoon first and then I mash it. If you don't want to mash your beans, you don't have to, but I like to do it because I feel like that just makes it nice and creamy. If you want to, you can go ahead and eat it at this point, but I still want it to cook some more and get even thicker. I'm just going to cover this and let this finish cook for the next hour. Well, the 8 hours is up and this is what it looks like. I wish I could share with you guys. Oh my gosh, I have all these beans, but it's just so creamy and so good. This is how I like my beans. Just like this, nice and hot, like a big ball of beans. And some tortilla, some homemade tortilla. Oh my gosh. And some pepper. That's the best. Whenever I make a lot of beans like this, I like to freeze some. You know, just because you don't want to be cooking beans every 5 minutes. So I freeze some for rice and beans and for whenever I need beans. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That will really help out my channel. It helps to get my videos out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.